PSA, I'm launching matcha products. Oh, and I'm also planning my fall launch that includes all new products, new fabrics, new scents, new vibes, and more sustainability. Oh, and I'm also touring warehouse spaces, checking out new markets to sign up for, focusing on marketing, and supporting small independent artists. Basically, we're having a grand old week as a small business owner who is prepping for the cozy season. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy. A moment for the greenness of the matcha. Someone should do a study on the correlation of you owning a hat with your brand name on it and your perceived legitimacy. I literally feel more legit, more of a real business, more of an actual entrepreneur now that I have a hat that has my brand name on it. I've owned one before, but something about this hat, the trucker style, the fact that it's like a brand new logo, the fact that it's huge, green, I feel like now I can officially say I own a business. 6 years later. I just got this in from Vistaprint, so I've been wearing it all the time. Obviously, finishing up my morning matcha. This is going to be a few days doing really exciting things. I have a box right here filled with, I think, $1,000 worth of fabric, potentially more. All of it for my fall collection. I have another box outside that has a whole bunch of fragrances for my fall collection. I have a tour scheduled for a warehouse potential situation. This is a long shot, but I figured I'd start touring places just to see what's out there and to potentially like get a feel for what I want and what my budget is versus what's available. And I think it could be fun, you know? It's kind of like house hunting, kind of like apartment hunting, except the stakes are lower because I don't actually need a warehouse for my business yet. It's just something that I know will inevitably happen, so might as well start the process now. Could be fun, especially if I vlog it, bring you guys along, and I want to hear your opinions on the warehouses. Lots happening on Sunday, I believe, potentially Monday. This weekend I'm visiting a whole bunch of new little towns in my area that have a whole bunch of small businesses that I'm excited to explore. I'm on the lookout. Basically, I'm in my research era for Monica's Collective. I am on the upward trajectory to hitting a few different milestones that I want to hit, but right now is kind of like the put your head down and grind and figure out like what to do. So I'm doing a whole lot of research. I'm looking at a bunch of small businesses, trying to gain inspiration from them, especially retail stores, and also figuring out if I can consign with them, if I could offer them wholesale for my products, figure out how they like do the layout of the store, figure out the different products they have in their product catalog. I haven't really been doing too much of like looking out for new pieces of information other than on, you know, TikTok and Instagram. And as great as social media is, sometimes in person without the lens of like through a camera kind of gives you a little bit more of like a real picture of what things could and maybe should look like. So I'm excited to explore my little local community and look at some small businesses and not only support them but also gain inspiration from them, all while building out my fall collection and another really exciting collection that I can't wait to show you. I think it might be happening today. I think I might be unboxing the first piece of this new collection that I have not talked about yet, but is launching, I think, in 2 weeks. Yeah, we're launching in 2 weeks, and I haven't actually talked about what it is yet, but it will be happening in this video. I'm so excited. Before I go and yap a lot more about my small business, check out what I got from a few other small businesses. This is like the heaviest t-shirt I felt in a very long time. Has pumpkins on it. It's so cute. This is from Hey Taylor Gage. She wrote the nicest note to me and it's on the cutest card. She basically block prints different art instead of screen printing, which is like you taking the screen and put in the ink and then, you know, going like that. She carves out like blocks, carves out stamps basically, puts ink on the stamps, and then we'll go and print it onto the shirt or piece of paper or whatever. And it's really cute. This is getting me very much into the fall spirit. This nice little pumpkin tee. And I did also just get back from a trip from Maine, so the fact that she added in these shrimp stickers is awesome. So I'm still very much on the East Coast New England summer vibe, even though I'm prepping for fall. Definitely go check out Taylor Gage. And then I also got this amazing candle that smells like Fruit Loops. It's from The Pretty Scents, and it's a Fruit Loops scented candle. I used to have a Fruit Loops scented candle. I also love that they're so Fruit Loops at the top, but it didn't sell that well at the time. It would sell like really well. Funny enough, the times I didn't bring that much inventory of it, like when I only had 1 or 2 left and I was like, let me just like bring them to a pop-up, those would sell like right away, and people would come by and be like, where's the Fruit Loops candle? I want it. And I'm like, I didn't even think you guys liked it. So I haven't brought it back since, but I have been getting a lot of messages asking about it, so I don't know, maybe I'll bring it back for the holidays and have it be like a, I don't know, limited edition kind of thing. But if you want one right now, this one smells really good. It's from the Pretty Scents. Those products were sent to my P.O. box. I did get a new P.O. box, so check the description for the new address. Okay, let's do this. Introducing my whole life savings. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? Imagine I just dropped all my cash on some dead stock fabric. I would do it. I would. Okay, before I show you what is in this big box that has some really exciting materials for my fall collection, I am so excited. I have to pick up 4 more boxes from my P.O. box, so let's go do that real quick. Got my very exciting packages. 4 big boxes from a small business I'm collaborating with. But before we do those big boxes, let's start off with this fabric pile. These are all dead stock fabrics from Stone Mountain and Daughter Fabrics. They're based in California, and I can't believe I just found them. If you are interested in dead stock fabric, definitely check them out. They're a smaller fabric business, and they have so many dead stock options. Dead stock means that it's fabric that's from manufacturers or suppliers or other designers who don't want the fabric anymore, and it's like leftover. It's fabric that they're willing to throw away or send to other places or to just burn because they really don't want to use the fabric anymore. It's very wasteful, and so we have these other fabric stores like Stone Mountain and Daughter who will take the fabric off of the designer's hands and then sell the fabric to people like me who will repurpose and give the fabric a new life. That's what makes these fabrics sustainable. On top of them all being natural fibers, I didn't get any polyester this time. I didn't get any sort of satin, like really nothing that is not a natural fiber, and that's great because they're more breathable, they're more natural, obviously more organic, and they will biodegrade a lot faster than synthetic fibers. These are all spoilers for my fall collection, but I don't even care because I want to show you everything. PSA, these are not my first impressions because I thought I was recording my first impressions when I unboxed this, and turns out I wasn't recording. I've really never made that mistake before, and this is my first time, and it feels bad. Anyway, I have these 3 ginghams, starting off strong with gingham to kind of round out the whole gingham phase I went through and have been going through my whole life. My spring pouch collection were all like gingham pouches, and I thought I'd bring that into the fall collection by doing more like flannel, gauzy, a little bit more heavyweight and warm type ginghams. So these are more muted colors, and then also the fabric itself is a lot thicker and just like cozier, I guess. Not as much spring and summer, more fall and winter. This is my personal favorite. It's the heaviest weight of all of them. And then we have these 2 that were both dead stock. I think I grabbed the last bit of both of these. They're bigger gingham blocks, still beautiful colors and kind of muted. This is the fall color scheme I'm also going for. All these fabrics kind of collectively make the color scheme that I'm aiming for. It's still colorful, but a little more muted, a little bit warmer, a little bit more fall, but not so fall where you can't use the products I'm going to make with these fabrics only in the fall and you can't use it at other times of the year. Like these are all going to be like year-round, very timeless, hopefully, pieces. We'll end off the gingham with this bad boy. This one's so fun and it's very soft. I didn't expect it to be this soft. It's not gauze. I think this is just like a cotton. It's really cool because it has obviously the bright pink fuchsia, but then balanced out with the more mustardy orange brown. Another main fabric just to kind of add some neutrals to the whole collection. This is just a canvas, and I don't remember how they called this fabric. It's actually from Fab Scrap, not from Stone Mountain, but whatever they called this fabric, it really caught my eye. Whether it be like moss or sage or something, it's like a very muted, almost white, almost like coming out as like gray-ish on camera, but it's just a regular muted green and solid. I'm reintroducing solids back into my fabric stash because I realized I had a lot of very colorful, busy patterns for the past few collections, and I wanted to introduce some more neutral, timeless pieces while still aligning with the whole colorful, chaotic energy of Monica's collective. So when I make the product with this as the main fabric, the lining, you best bet, is going to be crazy. So here are some lining options. I have this one that is very fall coated, but again, still like you can use this whenever. It's florally, which I think matches the brand's vibe, and I got a ton of this. I think this is like a poplin or something. Along with that, with the teeny tiny flowers, I have this one also from Stone Mountain. This is just 100% cotton, and I like the blue and red vibes. Another one, I don't know, I don't remember if I had this listed as a lining or as a main fabric. It could work for either one, but this is so good. Like, I was scared for this one because I wasn't sure if it was gonna look kind of weird in person. It looks great, and it's very heavyweight. I'm excited about this. Last but not least, we have a brown striped number. I'm tired of sitting on my knees, so I'm bringing you down this way. I did originally have this as blue striped or pink striped. I can't remember what I originally had it as, but then Marty said that I should go with the brown because brown is very in right now and it's very fall, and also I don't think I've ever done brown in a while, even though I love like taupe and brown and grays. And then obviously with a really bold lining, I think this could be a really good change of pace from what I've been doing. So look at that stash. It's looking so freaking cute. I love it. I have no regrets, and I can't wait to get started. So I bet you're like, Monica, why'd you buy all that fabric? What are you even gonna make? I'm making pouches. I don't know why I'm whispering as if this is a secret. It's not a secret. This is my announcement for the fall collection, so I should yell it loud and proud. Regular size pouches, which I'm calling standard pouches, mini pouches, some sort of alternate kind of design of a pouch. That one's a little bit of a surprise, but it's basically going to be a third type of pouch. We're doing Kindle sleeves slash book sleeves slash journal sleeves, basically a little sleeve that can hold things that are about yay big. Potentially a pocket, potentially a little bow, potentially a zipper, potentially the cutest thing ever. I know everyone and their mother sells Kindle sleeves, book sleeves, journal sleeves, but I come at it from an approach of it being a sustainable version and like a repurposed fabric version. So hopefully that helps me stand out. And I also have one more thing up my sleeve to make them a little bit different from some of the other cases that you see out there. And then also laptop sleeves. And then tote bags. I didn't realize tote bags were a hot commodity. I thought we all had way too many tote bags and we're not buying tote bags anymore. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, Monica, I need a tote bag. Why did you stop making tote bags? And I'm like, oh, true. Sorry. I'll start making them again. This one we need to back up for. I just bought my first ever bolt of fabric. It was heavy, it's taken. This is indeed a lot of fabric, and I often buy in smaller batches just in case, you know, it doesn't do well. Then I'm not stuck with like way too much fabric that I don't need. But I am so confident about this choice of fabric that I just went and bought 25 yards, I believe. 50 yards, I can't even remember. 80 yards. I'll put it here. I don't remember how many yards it was, but it was a lot. All right, I got a little peek. This is from Nick of Time Textiles, also dead stock. This is literally American-made fabric from an American brand, and they didn't want it anymore, and so now it is dead stock fabric that I have. How crazy is that? All right, close your eyes. I'm gonna surprise you. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, no, I'm literally standing in the box right now. Come on, we can do it. Nice. Okay. It is wrapped up with the wrong side out. I'll just unwrap the top piece because I want it to stay folded up nicely for storage purposes. All right, ready? No, stop it, stop it. This is dead stock fabric from Wrangler. Yes, you heard me right. Wrangler, the jeans company, didn't want denim anymore. I don't know, maybe they didn't like the shade, maybe it's out of fashion. They got like different ones made and they have like, I don't know. They didn't want it. So now I have Wrangler fabric. And you best bet I'm making everything with this. Look how much fabric this is. Okay, do you see the top? Do you see that? I am a small business. I don't often get bolts of fabric. So here I am, sweating and out of breath. And you know what the craziest thing is? That isn't even the coolest thing I have to show you right now. That was probably the second coolest thing. Oh, the coolest thing I need to show you. I almost like don't want to open it because I'm nervous. Because I have high expectations and I'm very excited. Let's do it. The suspense is so bad. Look at it. All right, but we're not done. We're not done. I think this one has the other exciting thing. Oh my gosh, so much bubble wrap. In a good way. Like, everything's packaged up so well. All right. Stop. Stop. Stop it right now. I'm done. I'm done. It's pink. I'm speechless. This is the most beautiful thing I've seen in my entire life. The Monica's Collective green, the Monica's Collective pink, the pink inside, the little straw thingy, the scalloped edges at the bottom, the fact that it says Monica's at the bottom. Say less. I don't know what I was most excited for. Unboxing these and seeing the reveal of these ceramics, or last night Taylor Swift announced the new album on the New Heights podcast, and the Summer I Turned Pretty episode where Belly starts to realize she might still love Conrad. Only great things happening. All right, tumbler number 2. Pink stripes. Oh gosh, I don't know which one's my favorite. Oh my gosh, the fact that this is Monica's, I can't. My room is an absolute disaster right now with all this packaging, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Tumbler number 3. Yeah. Yeah. The brown is so cute. With the pink on the inside again. Okay, I think those were the 3 designs. This is crazy. Formally introducing the first Monica's Collective tumbler. I have Hojija in here right now because it is 4 p.m. and I'm not trying to stay up all night and be jittery. But imagine the pink, the white, the inside of the cup is also pink. So imagine like green matcha, a green iced matcha in here with the clear straw. I only have a black straw right now, but low-key black straws kind of giving a vibe. You know, the contrast is pretty cute. And then also, I just feel like it fits the vibe so well. Like here are a bunch of mini pouches, and then I have this cup. Then I have like a big pouch right here. Doesn't it just blend in so well? Doesn't she fit in with her friends? Hojija is looking cute in there. Like, that's the cutest thing ever. Yep. So as you can tell, the vibe of the fall collection is definitely gonna be new stuff. And it's gonna be all stuff I'm really proud of. I'm really like creatively inspired to put out, and everything is gonna go really well together. I feel like in the past I've just put out a bunch of things that I very spontaneously pieced together and nothing looked as cohesive as I wanted it to look. Just look at my summer collection, for example. I had doodle pouches, I had abstract pouches, and then I had the gingham pouches that kind of tied in with the spring collection. Then I had like my old candles, and I'm kind of stuck with the same sorts of products for a while now, and I'm ready to expand. I was ready a long time ago. I just needed the little extra push. This comes with its own set of challenges, like finding a ceramic artist that I was excited to work with who was still a really small artist that I can kind of help amplify, because that was another big thing I want to do. Work with other small business owners who, you know, obviously I can collaborate with them and get something out of it, like these cool tumblers, and then they collaborate with me and then they could potentially get something out of it, and we can just like boost each other up. I'm going to talk a lot more about the artist I work with, but I'm going to email her right now and see if it's okay that I mentioned that she helped make these. Not helped make these, she made these, and I designed them with a lot of her creative input. But yeah, along with that, we have obviously the matcha bowls, the Kindle book sleeves, the laptop sleeves, the tote bags, and one more surprise. Wait, probably like 2 or 3 more surprises now that I think about it. But I bet you're like, Monica, are you gonna launch all of this in your fall collection? Actually, I'm having 2 launches. We're doing a whole matcha collection. That's going to be its own launch. It's going to be kind of like a coffee shop launch, I'm going to be reimagining the coffee shop candles. So my espresso bean and Taka sweet cream candle, my vanilla matcha and bergamot candle. I made that face because I couldn't remember what I called my matcha candle because I always just refer to it as the matcha candle. And I'm gonna make a few more like coffee shop inspired candles. On top of that, we're gonna have some merch. We're gonna have these tumblers, like ceramics and things like that. And that's just gonna be a really fun, small, limited launch. Check out Instagram for an exact launch date. And then the fall collection is also going to be launching right around then. It's either gonna be a little bit before or a little bit after. I'm aiming for before, but I wanna make sure that everything looks pristine and all of the stock is made. Majority of the stock is made. We're easing into this whole made to stock thing before I go and launch it. So lots of big things happening. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for following along. If you're making your fall collection at the moment or you're considering making one, go for it. Do it. Don't rush it though. There's no need to feel like you're behind and that like you need to get a whole bunch of things together. Take your time, but done is better than perfect. I'm gonna sip my hojijo, do a little bit of work and just be happy. Yeah, that sounds good. I just filmed a really cute reel right here in this little corner that I've never filmed in before, but it had the perfect light for showing off my new matcha tumblers and the matcha bowl. So I just made a matcha this morning. I split it into 2 cups to just kind of get some more content out of it. These are the only straws that fit the holes right now that I have, so I have to order more straws and get cute straws to, I think, give away or just be part of the tumbler. Like if you purchase the tumbler, then you get a free straw. That's what I learned from this session. I learned that I am obsessed with this matcha bowl because it's so perfect. And yeah, I'm gonna edit the content and get it out today so I can announce that this is dropping in 2 weeks. Like, I can't believe this is what my matcha nook looks like right now. Are you kidding me? This is the prettiest thing I've seen in my entire life. It's like exactly what I envisioned. Like with the checkers, I was adamant about the checkers idea and the stripes because I feel like that's the vibe right now, along with like the pink insides. And then this design, the ceramic artist came up with. And then this is exactly the matcha bowl of my dreams. So all together, oh my gosh, it's the prettiest thing I've seen in my entire life. I gotta drink my matcha before it fully melts. Oh my gosh, stop. With the lighting, I can't. I need some sort of table or something right here to put my beverages on. Right now it's just kind of like a reading nook, but whenever I want to work here on my laptop, I struggle with where to put my matcha. You know your product's good when you do product photography and you're like fangirling the whole time as if you didn't go and create the actual product. You're like, oh my gosh, it's so cute, I wish I could have it. And then you're like, it's mine. I don't feel that way all the time with all my products. Wrapping up my first matcha. I struggle, I don't know where to put it. Let's talk strategy for the fall and matcha campaigns. For these 2 collections, what I'm trying to do is not what I've done in the past. I want to say for the past like 2-ish years. The past 2-ish years, I've been doing kind of the exact same stuff every single launch. And that's because I knew that was what was going to sell and what would help like grow my business in the way I wanted to at the time. But I feel like I want to head in a slightly different direction. I have a little bit more of a vision of where I want Monica's Collective to be in the future, and so right now I'm gonna take the first moves to make that future happen. The first thing I'm really focusing on is the prep work for these campaigns, including sourcing materials, making sure that I have a clear vision for how I'm going to use those materials, which is why I was so excited about the fabrics that you saw me unbox. Collaborating with people who I fully get behind as individual artists and contributors rather than working with really big brands. I'm trying to really focus on sourcing as much as I can from smaller businesses just because that makes the most sense for my business. Like that's fully what I align with, so why would I not do that? I've spent a lot of time just sitting here kind of thinking and brainstorming up in my Milanote, my Notion, my Notes app, just like scribbling down thoughts and ideas and figuring out which ones best align with where I want my business to go in the future. And hey, maybe because of that, this collection, these campaigns won't be as successful as the past ones, because in the past ones, I did what I knew people would want. But in this one, I'm doing what I want and what I kind of see the potential of Monica's Collective to be. So maybe it might not do as well with sales, but I'm okay with that because I'm playing the long game here, you know? The next thing I'm really focusing on is the marketing strategy. I have Marty on top of it and kind of collaborating with me in a way where we're trying to make this fall and winter collection be like the first one ever where I'm actually intentionally marketing my products to a specific group of people, i.e. you guys. I'm showing off my products in the exact perfect way that I I envision them to be shown off in. I'm staying on top of product photography, staying on top of making content about the products, staying on top of making sure I'm attending markets that align with the products that I'm selling at the moment and my brand as a whole. I'm doing a lot of more showing, not telling. Or I hope that's what I'm doing. And then the last thing I'm really focusing on for these 2 collections is community. I feel like I've done a good job with this in the past, but I wanted to hone in even more with the fact that when you buy a Monica's Collective product, it's not just like you're buying another product off of Amazon or something. You're buying into a lifestyle community, like you're one of the sustainable crafty girlies. And that just enhances the product's experience. Like if you get this tumbler, you know you're not only supporting me, you're also supporting a small local ceramic artist. You're supporting sustainability, you're supporting color, and just general vibes. Along with that comes making sure that I have enough stock for people to actually go and purchase things and not just go onto the site and see that everything's sold out. Also listening in on what you guys want. I know that I'm saying that I'm kind of gearing and directioning, guiding my business towards what I want it to be, but that doesn't mean I can just leave all my customers hanging and not take into consideration what you all want. So kind of finding that balance of the 2. So I'm going to sit here for a little bit and be on my computer planning, tippity typing, and low-key I'll probably just edit that short form piece of content that I recorded this morning. I kind of recorded like 3 or 4 different reel ideas at the same time. I'm gonna edit one of them and probably post it today because I'm so excited about it. And Friday I feel like is a good day to launch something, to like announce something. So I think I'm going to announce today that the matcha bowls and tumblers will be up for grabs in the next couple weeks. I'm so excited. Long time no chat. I had myself a weekend, which if you've been watching for a little while, you know how crazy that sentence is, that I went and had a weekend. But we're back at it. I'm actually on the way to go visit a warehouse for the first time, a potential warehouse. I've been dabbling in, I don't know, seeing what's out there, seeing potentially if I can make it work. So many benefits to having a separate workspace compared to having like an at-home workspace. There are benefits to both situations, and I've been reaping the benefits of an at-home workspace for the past 6 years, and I think it's time to kind of explore something else. I did stop by a matcha shop first to give myself a little bit of confidence to walk in there and be like, yes, I am a business owner and I am looking for a space to rent because I'm feeling a little imposter syndrome right now. The matcha's so good. It's so deep green, and now I feel ready to go in and go tour my first official potential warehouse space. Let's see how it goes. We'll see. Also, there's a literal brisk vibe in the air. Fall is approaching, and half excited, half like, you know, keep me in the summertime vibes. I kind of want to go to the beach one more time before the summer ends. This little breeze has given me a little bit of a scare, but also a little bit of excitement. I can't wait to get back home and continue working on my fall collection. The matcha was from Manzil. I didn't mention it earlier. It is a new place, I think. I'd never heard of it. And the aesthetic was so cool. It was very clean, very like stainless steel, but like the glossy stainless steel. It definitely looked like a really great place to study if you're a student. The warehouse was great. It was exactly what I would potentially need. Everything's expensive, obviously. So right now I'm in the process of figuring out what's worth it, what's not, what I can afford, what I cannot. But the process of starting to go out and tour places and get information and meet people has begun. And that makes me excited and motivated to like figure out the numbers. I'm manifesting it for myself. I got in a little bit more fabric for the fall collection, so let's see what this is. Oh yes, I do recall what this is. Oh wow, I'm so excited. We are introducing corduroy to the lineup. This was literally the last yard of this brown corduroy, but I have a vision of a pouch scrunchie duo slash tote bag. I don't think I'd be able to do tote bag with just 1 yard. I'd be able to make probably just like 1 tote bag, 1 pouch duo. That could work for a market, just have like a one-of-a-kind piece. But I kind of wanted to just get this 1 yard just to try it out, see if people like it. I think this is a really fun way to do brown and like a solid color in a fun way that matches the brand by making it corduroy, because it like feels nice and it's a little bit different. We got some more corduroy. This one has like a little flower detail. It looks almost like gamified, like pixely. I like the color of this. It looks a little bit lighter blue in person. This is really cute. And then this one, I'm really excited. This was what inspired the whole corduroy craze that I'm in right now. This is a light blue with dark blue little bows, and it's corduroy. If this were just a plain cotton, I would not have gone for this, but the fact that it's corduroy makes it different in my head. I mean, it does look different, but definitely when you go and touch it, you're like, ooh, that's soft, that's warm, that's fall/winter. So I think that pretty much completes my fabric stash for the fall collection, except for maybe a few like solid tones here and there. I'm definitely using some more neutrals for lining for different things. I also don't know which of these fabrics I'm going to do scrunchies with, or if I'm going to do any of them with scrunchies and get like different fabric for scrunchies. But when it comes to those new products I was talking about in the beginning, this is it, and I'm really excited to get started working on samples. Okay, but before we do that, I have one more package. I obviously can't forget about the fall candles. That's arguably the most important part about fall. This collection, I am experimenting with new suppliers for fragrances just to make my scents a little bit more unique, and also working with smaller fragrance companies, fragrance suppliers, rather than the really big ones. However, you know that I love candle science, so I had to, of course, restock on some of the scents that I use, that I mix into some of my candles. I can't do this on my lap. I gotta put it down. Okay, so there are 2 that are iconic for my shop, and the first one is pumpkin chai. I mix this with 3 other scents on its own. This is amazing, but it's a little bit, how do I describe it? A little bit generic. When it's just by itself, it's literally pumpkin and chai, exactly what it sounds like. But I mix mine with 3 other scents that just like amplify the way that the candle smells. So good. But this is the base of it. That's why I get like a big one, because majority of the fragrance I put into that candle is this scent. Similarly, along with the dessert themed fall candle, I have an apple candle, and the base of that is hot apple pie from Candle Science. Also why I get a bigger jug of it. When I get closer to the holiday season, I usually get the even bigger one where it's like ginormous. But for right now, this is good, especially with like the space constraints right now. This is perfect. I think I only mixed that one with 1 other scent in order to make my candle. And then I got a couple of testers. My goal for this fall collection when it comes to the candles is to also introduce one that's a little bit more sophisticated and really out of my comfort zone. Like, I don't really like candles that are too like hotel-y luxurious. I'm more of like a desserts candle kind of girly. But I know that my candle collection needs to be like rounded out a little bit, and I need to introduce some scents that aren't exactly my personal preference, but I know people love them. So this one's called Smoked Oud, and this is supposed to smell similar to when you walk into a rich hotel, and that's my explanation. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's not for me, but it smells like a rich store. Like, you walk in, you're like, yep, I can't afford anything here. This one's Cashmere Plum. In order to make a scent a little bit more Monica's Collective, I like to take something like this that's like really sophisticated, high-end smelling, mix it with something a little bit more playful. So I was thinking maybe like a plum. Let's try it. That might be a little too much, a little too sour. It's kind of sour to mix with that, but this has good potential for something else. And then Iced Ginger Snap. You always get like a free trial size bottle of fragrance at Candle Science when you spend, it's like over $20 or something. So I always end up getting the free one. I think I've already tried this, but just in case, I wanted to try it again. It's delicious. It's delicious. I don't know what to say. This might actually be better for like a winter collection though, rather than fall. But I'll keep this in line for like a winter potential. This is really just a video of hauls, I guess, various hauls. But in the mail, I also got this from Vistaprint. It says, "There's no business like your business, Vista Collective." That's cute. It's so true and very nice of them to say. They sent me the little Vista Collective hat that matches really well. I have, did I show you in the beginning of this video? I'm not remembering anymore, but I have a really cute trucker hat that says Monica's Collective. And I got that from Vistaprint because they're just the easiest place to get these things from. Also, they sent like a little thank you card in here, but this thank you card is like velvet almost. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but whatever this is, I'm gonna ask them and then use it for my thank you cards, because I can't explain to you how this doesn't feel like paper. It feels like literal fabric velvet. That's really cool. And then if I put a nice little picture or text or doodles on here or something, this could be a really nice thing that you just put on your wall after you receive the thank you card in the mail. You won't throw it out. You'll put it on your wall or in your scrapbook or something. That would be really cute. I just got some little goodies, little post-its, which you can customize in Vistaprint. Again, not sponsored by Vistaprint, but they just sent me these and I want to show you. This says that you're kind of iconic. It's so cute. Bookmark. I'm reading like 5 different books right now, so this will come in handy. My toxic trait, I try to remember the page that I'm on. In my book, I don't put a bookmark in. I just close it and I'm like, oh, let's see if I remember. That's so not good. Little stickers. Oh, nice. Oh, cute. Water bottle with they have like words on here. There's no business like your business. Repeated in like a squiggly. That's so cute. I can use this when I work out. Imagine like a cute little cucumber water, like a lemon water in here. That's very cute. I feel like I've been doing a lot of car talks, which is crazy if you've been following me. Even literally just 3-4 months ago, I didn't drive, and now I drive, and now I do talks in the car. That's crazy. I'm at this Coach cafe, which I saw on TikTok. I thrift Coach products all the time, and I remember growing up, like I always like wished I could get like a Coach thing from like the actual store, and now they have a coffee shop, and it was somewhat close by. I'm meeting my mom there. We're gonna get a matcha, look at the cute things they have there, and then also go to a little market, because there's this market called Bellworks Fresh and Bellworks Craft Market, I believe, on Wednesdays. I don't know if they do the craft market and the like farmers market, or if it's just farmers market. Either way, we're gonna go and scope out the space, because potentially I would want to sign up and be a vendor there probably next year. But I'm on the hunt for some local markets that are in this new area that I'm in. I think I'll always go back to my favorite markets back in the Hoboken, New York City, Jersey City area, but I also want to support and like cater to my actual local community now, and then potentially serve like all of New Jersey. I know I ship orders to other states, but when I do markets, it's always like in the metro New York City area. But I want to try this Jersey Shore area. I'm at the Jersey Shore Premium Outlets right now, along with the Princeton, Philly area. So today's a research day.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you.
Maybe I'll get one for Josh.
You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our 2 wet arms. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
The vibes are very moody right now. Got my little light on. It's a little gloomy out. It's very gloomy out actually, and I love it. I'm living for it. This would normally call for a warm matcha, but I don't know, I was feeling an iced matcha today. Love the cups. I wanted to test them out for like 3-4 days just to make sure there was nothing actually wrong with them. After hand washing them, making sure like they didn't break easily, and then also just like noticing little things about the cup before I go and post that these are for sale. I teased them on my Instagram and just posted a little reel, as you saw, like me create earlier in the video. But tomorrow I'm going to actually set a launch date. I'm going to set it for next week on Friday, so people have 1 more week to kind of get really hyped up about it. And I think I'm going to open Friday up for pre-sales. It's gonna be like a pre-sale launch date, I think. Still playing around with the pre-sale idea, but definitely next week I'm launching something. On my Instagram today, I'm going to post a little picture of my creamy matcha candle. I call it creamy matcha latte and bergamot. I reimagined all my candles, so I'm like reintroducing all of them to people on Instagram and just doing like one post per candle and a little description of what changed, or you know, why you might love this one. I'm posting that today just to keep people in the matcha mood. So that's what's going on right now on my computer screen. I want to give you a haul of everything I got yesterday at the market. Okay, actually, first of all, I loved it. The space is so cool. Vendors were telling me that it's definitely worth doing a market there on the Wednesdays specifically, which is interesting because I was thinking about signing up for a Saturday date, but they were saying because people are mostly there because they work in the area, Saturdays are a little bit more dead. They're actually hit or miss depending on what's going on that Saturday, what the weather's like. But on Wednesdays, it's almost consistently like really good and really busy. So I might sign up for a Wednesday date. And now that I'm doing this full time, I forget that I could just like randomly do a weekday date for like any sort of event. I still have it in my head that like I have to wait until a Saturday or Sunday or Friday night to do a market, but I don't have to do that anymore. I'm not taking advantage of all the perks of this self-employment thing. Anyway, here's what I got because I did some damage because I can't help it. I have to support small businesses and everything that they create just seems so much cooler and better than big brands. Can't help it. Of course, I got Popcorn for the People. If you haven't heard, Popcorn for the People is based in New Jersey. They sell popcorn in this beautifully packaged package. This is new. This is maybe the past couple years. They updated to this and I love it so much. The description says, our team consists of autistic and disabled adults who are leading the way in manufacturing and distributing popcorn across the country. I love that so much. I get to support my local community and a group of people who I just really care about supporting. There's a crazy stat on here that says 82% of disabled individuals are unemployed. That's where we come in. We're proud to be an example of what neurodiversity looks like in the workplace. I love the description on the back. I love the coloring, everything about it, and I get some amazing popcorn out of it. This was so cool, so unique. I'd never seen anything like this before, so I had to get something. This is from Wired in Stone, Original Handcrafted Designs, Faith Allen. And what I got, these things. At first, I thought they were for your hair, you know, to clip into your hair, but they're actually little reusable toothpicks that are beaded. You can use on charcuterie boards, like for your cheese, for the fruits, like whatever it is. Imagine me making a really cute charcuterie board with these popping out of them. The green beads, I love it so much. These seem so like high quality and so unique. Like I literally never seen anything like this before. I'm sure you could put beads on like really anything and call it art because beads make everything look more beautiful. But I just personally have never seen this in person before. These things are really sharp actually, but I love this. It's really cute. She also had like eating utensils, cooking utensils that had beaded handles, which is cool. Next, this one's so funny. This is from Queen Victoria. And when I saw her stuff, I like laughed out loud. First of all, I'm doing a little gallery wall in that corner and then also that corner, I think. It's so silly. One crafty beach, that's me, and then the girls crafting at the beach. She had a lot of like New Jersey meme type things, but like in this style, like in the olden times kind of style. And they were all like feminists or like making fun of patriarchy type things. I didn't get a New Jersey one because I couldn't decide, but there were ones that said like New Jersey girls don't pump their own gas, and it's like a sexy girl like sitting on a car in like this cartoonish way. That one was funny because we don't pump our own gas in New Jersey. I also got this one that says, 2 simple needles and a gentle twist of wool bring me the quiet focus I need to plot murder. That's beautiful. This one has like a little magnet I can put on the fridge, but I think I'm gonna take the magnet off, just put it on my wall, frame it. This is perfect. It's like perfect. Oh, I forgot to get these cookies. This is from J Bakes. I've seen them before at some sort of market. I don't know where exactly, but the branding looks so familiar. And if you're like, what's that other logo there? That's Oika. That's the matcha shop that I love that's kind of close by, and they make their own matcha in-house and stuff. So this baker partners with Oika to have matcha at her booth along with her baked goods, but I already had a matcha that morning, so I didn't get one. I got these hojicha cookies. I haven't tried one yet. I should try now. It comes in a pack of 3. Oh, it smells like hojicha. Wow. That's really good. I think there's little chocolate chips in here too. Wait, that's so good. Nice. So fun. I did actually also get some pickles from Picklelicious. I always get the sweet horseradish chips. Okay, from Pow Soap Co. I got this evergreen handmade soap. It's so cute. I love the green. And then I also just really love the smell. The girl who runs the business is so sweet. I think her name's Chrissy, from what I remember. I actually met a few vendors at this market who knew me from YouTube, specifically from like the Bryant Park series, which is crazy. I still can't believe that. But yeah, I got the soap. I'm excited to use it. And then I also got this thing that I haven't seen before where you put the soap inside of it and it acts as a little scrubber. I don't really currently have like an exfoliator that I use, and I love that this is reusable and it just fits like the soap inside of it, so you don't have to like use any extra stuff. You can just put the soap inside. I don't like using too many products at a time in the shower, so just knowing I can use like just the soap, do a little scrubby thing, that's gonna be really fun. Also, that Coach Cafe was so cute that I went to. I got this little like stir. It's the little character that Coach created for their coffee shop. Not a small business, but it was a fun time.
I'm in Hoboken. I decided to take a quick little trip. Oh, Ice Cream Man is here. I have a few errands to make. I have a few friends to see. But also I just haven't been back since I moved, and it feels so good. It feels like I haven't left. When I was driving in and I saw the New York skyline, I got a little bit emotional. I was like, I feel like I'm coming home. But now that I'm here, I'm like, all right, all the memories, they feel good. They definitely feel nostalgic, but it also feels really good to have moved on to the next chapter. So I plan to visit here all the time. Anyway, I'm visiting all my favorite small businesses while I'm here to gain a little bit of inspiration. It's literally like fall out right now. Some of the trees on Pier A are dropping their leaves already, and it's just a bunch of like orange and brown leaves on the ground, which is crazy. It was really gloomy this morning, and now it's so sunny and beautiful, blue skies, and I feel like Hoboken is just like welcoming me back. I already hit up my favorite coffee shop, Hey Coffee People. I love them so much. They're a little family-owned corner coffee shop. I got my usual. I got a matcha. I already went to the bookstore, and now we're going to hit up some more shops and just walk around, enjoy the day.
No thanks, I'll pass. I don't want any of that. I'll just take my chances.
I have a little fall outfit on because it feels like fall. A plaid PJ top and PJ pants. Of course, still and probably forever going to use this matcha bowl until I come out with new designs, which I can't even believe I'm already thinking about new designs. But I love her so much. She's so pretty. I think I'll do a hot one. This is the cup we're using today. I'm actually opening up a new matcha today. I'm gonna try Matcha Y'all. I've never tried it before. I think they're based in Texas, but they source their matcha from Japan. Oh, tightly on. Oh no, there we go. Hoboken was so fun yesterday. I shopped around my favorite small businesses. You guys would be proud of me. I bought some coffee beans from Empire Coffee. They're my favorite coffee shop in Hoboken that like has beans. In fact, I think they might be the only coffee shop in Hoboken that sells beans. Whenever I go there, I get their decaf hot coffee with just like cream and sugar, and that's like such a comfort drink for me. Last time I checked, they don't have the best matcha. Things might have changed because it's been like a while since I tried a matcha there. So my favorite matcha is at Hey Coffee People. Anyway, I got some of the Hoboken blend beans so that while I'm smelling fragrances or just like making candles, I can reset my nose with the coffee beans. And then I can also have these on a little tray at my markets for customers to reset their sense of smell. I don't know what the science is behind this, but I heard that if you're becoming overwhelmed with all the different scents that you are experiencing, then you can smell some coffee beans and that kind of resets your smell. So I had these. It smells delicious even through the bag. That was fun. I also met up with a friend for dinner. Like, I feel like Hoboken is always just going to be a part of my business and my personal life because of how iconic it is. It's where I like fell in love with small businesses and markets and just like supporting your local community. So that was nice to be back. I pour my matcha, as you saw, into a different mug because I wanted to see like how much this tumbler holds, because I'm used to pouring the milk and looking at the ratios of a hot matcha based on that other mug that you saw. I don't really measure things out on a scale because that seems a little bit too much for like a morning routine. I kind of just want to like go with the flow a little bit in the morning and do what feels right. So that full mug filled up, I want to say like a little less than 3/4 of this tumbler. So that means it actually fits a good amount, which is great. And yeah, it's great. I did get one thing in to my Hoboken PO box before I closed it. I just checked to see if I had any packages. I think there were a few others that were sent there that were sent back to whoever originally sent them to me because I took too long to pick them up, so I very much apologize for that. But this one made it from Canada. So let's see what it is. I love the pink box. Handmade jewelry from Ontario, Canada. Oh, beautiful. That's the brand listed at the bottom. Dreamful. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, so fun. Imagine. Cute. I was gonna pack orders, but then there were a couple orders that needed me to make some candles, so I just made a bunch of candles. I did so quick. I just like speed through making candles these days. Oh, let me turn off my wax melter right now. On top of that, because this video is very matcha themed and because I am launching my matcha collection, count how many times I said matcha in this video. It's probably a ridiculous number. So all of these are matcha candles, all of these, and a few of those. And then a lot of the other ones are just for orders. People have been responding really well to the content that I've been putting out about the matcha collection, which just like warms my heart. heart because this is kind of like a selfish drop, low-key, because matcha is just like my personal favorite thing in the world, and I know it's trendy, I know a lot of other people like it, but that's not why I'm launching a matcha collection. It's low-key because I wanted these products myself, and I've been looking for cute tumblers with cute designs. I've been looking for a cute pink matcha bowl. I love lighting my vanilla matcha candle. The contrasting colors of pink and green is like my favorite duo. And then one more surprise when it comes to candles, because I'm not just gonna have one matcha candle. You have to wait and see. But for today, I think I'm done. I'm gonna wait for these to set. This will probably also be the last video you see where I have this set up. I am soon not gonna be making candles in this room anymore. So many teasers in this video, so many suspenseful moments, but a lot of exciting things that are coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thanks for crafting with me. Thanks for sitting through a lot of my hauls. You guys are the best. I will see you in the next one. Bye.